What's up, guys? Welcome back to the Team Solemn Circus live duel. It's on the left side here. We actually have Max. He's playing, I believe it's P.U.N.K, P.U.N.K Therion here. And then on the right side here, we are playing our branded Despia deck. We are on the full mat today, enjoying that nice boneyard chroma tier that we have going on here. That cool little faded effect. I think it looks sick personally. You guys let me know down in the comment section below what you guys think of it. See some shuffling up. Let me know in the comment section who you think is going to win this with this duel. Before we dive in, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and we're going to see some high rolls here. So it looks like here Brandon's going to choose who's going to go first or second, and they're going to go first here. It looks like. Or actually, no, P.U.N.K got to choose who's going to go first or second. They're going to choose to go first. And they simply have to pass. That's weird. We do see a few Therions in the hand there. Then we're going to be seeing them activate the effect of fusion deployment, revealing the Cartesia. One special summon itself out. Good old Garanganol. Now protecting from that Imperm at all times, which is pretty crazy. You're going to see that normal summon of Aliber activating the effect here. Searching for one of the branded spells and traps. We're going for that branded loss, which means we have branded fusion in hand already. We're going to see them activate the branded Lost. And they're going to activate a branded Fusion. Any Ash Blossoms? No Ash Blossoms here. That's crazy. So we're going to send an Albaz and most likely the Lubellion here to the graveyard. And it's pretty much guaranteed now that we just go full combo. We have as many interruptions as we need. We stop every single hand trap pretty much. Like unless Nib, but like Nib doesn't really matter. You shouldn't be losing Nib. I'm gonna see the effective Albion being made, banishing the Albaz as well as the Luber. Gonna go for the Lubellion dumping, or Lubellion's gonna activate its effect dumping, and we're also searching for that Mercurier there. Off the Lost for that monster negate. We're gonna see the Lubellion discard another Aluber. Going for the Mirror Jade. We also have Retribution in hand as well, which is pretty good. Being able to set that card and use it can come up a lot. We see the Albion tag out for the Lubellion. Lubellion effect's going to activate. And are we playing the Branded Beast? We are playing the Branded Beast. This is a little bit of an old video. I do want to apologize. We have cut Branded Beast now from the deck. We can activate the Cartesia effect here if we wanted to. I feel like we should have activated the Cartesia effect on the Lubellion summon. Like the Fusion Lubellion, be able to fuse it away so that you can shuffle it back from the graveyard. Just make the Garanganol is so much better. But I guess you live, you learn. Here we're thinking what we're going to do. We're going to activate the effect. Summon out the Garanganol there. Garanganol effect's going to activate. We're going to be dumping most likely the Garua here for that extra draw. I see a Foolish Burial here, potentially dumping any of the Tragedy if we wanted to, or whatever else that we need from the deck. We are seeing the main deck Super Polys here. Dumping that Tragedy. The Tragedy effect can activate, adding back the Ad Libitum from the deck. Which is going to make that Branded Fusion pretty cracked. Or not Branded Fusion, Branded and Red pretty cracked. Enter battle phase, and they're going to attempt to attack. We're going to chain Nibiru here, and we can just discard the Mercurier to negate that, and then being able to attack. It does stay in hand. It does not destroy, so we're going to attack with the Mirror Jade. So we're going to take a total of 55. Some pretty solid damage there, leaving them only with 15, or I guess 25 there. Then during the end phase, we're going to see Cartesia add back, as well as the Albion going to be setting that Branded in red. And we have two sets on the field as well. One we know is Retribution, and I would assume the other one's going to be an Imperm, but still both very good cards. And we passing on that. We do see an Ash Blossom. This time he shows the Ash, then realizes he's going to scoop there. So we did have the Imperm as well. And yeah. Very, very unfortunate there. I don't think Ash would have definitely like saved him either, but he would have not had the best board. It kind of sucks like playing those heavy Punk packages and Therion packages. Like the Punk package is pretty solid with like the Deer Note and stuff like that, but like being able to brick on the ogres does really is unfortunate. But like Therion stuff are so cool. But when you have to play like multiple, um, it's getting to the point like okay, well you're gonna see some turn zeros where you just don't see anything like that. Like um, there needs to be like a way to get a like Therion onto the field or in the graveyard by using a normal summon, which is what the punks are good for. But like Regulus is Regulus. We saw him playing like Reaper and stuff like that, and just those aren't always the best. When you want to play a Therion package, you unfortunately have to play the more bricks. If you're going to go into game 2, we're going to see that most likely the Punk Therion deck's going to go first here once again, or at least going to try to go first. Hopefully they end up opening a lot better and able to play. I'd like to see them able to make some cool boards here. I know like if when they pop off, their final end boards like Regulus, they have Psychic End Punisher on the field. They have like a lot of times something like a zombie vampire if they wanted to as well. But they have so many options. You never really know what you're going to end up getting, and like being able to search. And that field spell is actually just broken, as well as like E-Telly is also crazy. We're going to see a normal summon of a Xiamen, actually the effect paying 600. That's what's so cool about this deck. Like it ends up making you able to just go into any of the Punk. Like any of the Punk stuff just makes you let you go into the Psychic End Punisher. Then Psychic End Punisher, you're already down life points. So it's like so hard to out that monster. We do see that like Kaijus are unfortunately back in the format, so I guess a little bit easier to out the Psychic End Punisher, but we're going to see this Foxy effect activate, discarding the Lily Borea here, which is a searcher of the deck. I'm going to see them summon out the Sharikuchai off of the Foxy. And we do see that FTK Ash in the hand as well. Sharikuchai effect is going to be paying 600 to Fusion Summon here, using the Xiamen as well as itself. Let's go for the Rising Carp. Rising Carp effect is going to activate, something out 2 from the deck. It cannot be level 8. We're going to go for that Deer Note. And the Wagon effect is going to be able to activate, searching for that Extreme Session here. Crazy card. Being able to draw 2 is like just so free. If you pay a card for your Punk, wow, it's almost like you play Punk. They're going to see them making the Jam Drive, which can be search for a level 3 Psychic Tuner if they wanted to. And Deerno's going to be able to activate summoning out the Sharikuchai there, which is, I believe, a quick synchro during the opponent's turn. Searching for that Ghost Ogre could be very good against Lost, as well as cards like Aluber, I guess, if you want to stop that, or it's very good against normal summon of Albaz. But like when you know your opponent has Ogre in their hand, I don't really think that you would ever normal summon the Albaz. You're going to activate the effect of Extreme Session, banishing the Deer Note to summon out the Foxy Tune, because why not give Pot of Greed a secondary effect? And they're able to overlay for the Gigantic Sargus, and that's being able to search for our King Regulus, the negate himself. We're going for the Empress instead. Empress effect's going to summon herself out, getting that extra body on the field, but you have to play, unfortunately, those bricks. Going to activate the effect of Lily Borea here, which is going to be able to search. Searching for the field spell, activating the field spell, it's going to be able to search for the Regulus. You do this because that field spell is broken. We're going to summon out the Regulus here, targeting the Lily Borea. And then we're going to activate the effect, summon itself out. Then we're going to be able to overlay. Just getting rid of that negate right away for the Felgrand here. Activating the effect, detaching the Regulus, and then we're going to be able to use the Lily Borea effect. Well, Starix effect is going to activate here, bouncing back the Lily Borea. Lily Borea effect is going to target the Regulus, which is the exact same thing. And then they're going to pass their turn there. So they have a Regulus negate, and they have the set card. They have a quick synchro, as well as the Felgrand, which is going to be pretty much a bounce. I see an Oluber being summoned out by the opening, discarding the Mercurier. We're going to have the Oluber effect here. We also know that they have Ash Blossom in the hand, so we know they have Ash and Ogre ourselves. So this game is pretty much going to be solved. Search for the branded in red here. That's a little bit of an odd one. There's no way you already have branded fusion as well as branded lost in the hand. We're going to activate the Soren here, targeting the Mercurier. Maybe trying to get as much as they can out of the board. And then Mercurier effect's going to be able to activate here. You can search for an Albaz, Cartesia, or Albion. Searching for that Cartesia there. Interesting choice. Maybe going to normal summon, try to put on some pressure, and then be able to like stop some stuff. Don't know. You're going to activate the Albion. They already have it in the hand. So you're going to be able to send for cost. Retribution is most likely sided out. Going to send that Albaz here. So trying to make that branded in red live. I see. As well as Cartesia being able to special summon herself out as well. So we're going to activate the effect of Cartesia special summoning herself out, making another body on the field, and the walling up. Then we're going to activate the branded fusion here. It's going to get hit with the Ash Blossom, which is alright. Here we're going to ask what the effects do, making sure that we 100% know what happened, what's going on. We're going to activate the Cartesia effect here, and they could chain the Ghost Ogre if they wanted to. That would make it so that we can't summon anything because it's been, I guess you don't have to use itself, so it doesn't really negate. But we're going to see them go for the Granganol here. And then on summon, you're able to activate the effect, as well as the Sorenir. So here we're chain blocking them. So Granganol is 1 and Sorenir 2, which can be able to dump any of the Bestials or a branded spell or trap. We're going to see the effect of the trap card. I believe this one negates or it pops. I'm not too sure. It's the one that pops. Okay, so it does not negate. So we're able to send. We're sending the Lubellion here. And then we're going to be sending the Garua from the extra deck to get that extra draw power that we desperately need. They still have that Regulus on the field, though, which is kind of worrisome, as well as that Ogre in hand. I can't see us potentially winning this one at all. They're going to get that Garua effect to draw one, unless it gets branded in red. And we're going to target, we're going to chain the branded in red there. So we're going to chain the Regulus effect to negate that. Take a second to read the Granganol Engraved effect. But we are going to be able to get the Garua to draw, but I don't think it's going to do very much. End phase effect, Cartesia is going to be added back, and that's going to be a pass here. So we don't see anything other than that. I'm just going to link off here, or synchro off, I should say, into the Amazing Dragon, which can be able to bounce and summon stuff out. We're going to chain the Granganol effect, banishing it to summon out any Despian monster. We're going to be summoning out that Despian Queritus, attempting to either summon out Albaz or protecting our life points here. You're going to see the effects attempting to search. We're going to chain the Ash Blossom there. We don't want any of that. They're going to normal summon out Ghost Ogre. And then you're able to synchro summon away into Psychic and Punisher, and this is a problem. If you out it, you're pretty much done. You can activate the effect here, making it unaffected, or it bounces. I don't actually know. And then they're going to see the effect of the Circus to pop the Aluber. Enter battle phase here, going to attack into the Quiritus, and then the Aluber effect should activate here to summon itself out. You're going to be seeing the amazing character. We're just going to scoop it up there, realizing that they have way too much anyways. To be honest, I kind of miss when we used to play the theater spell card, like the field spell. I remember when you used to be able to summon out Masquerade and the Aluber. It was like 4 attacks just for that one monster. Like if you had Quiritus on the field, or not Quiritus, Masquerade on the field, Abion in the graveyard. Like you'd go attack into the Masquerade, it would die. You summon out the Aluber, negate something, and then the attack into that, it dies. Then you summon back out the Masquerade, and then they'd have to attack into that. It would die, and they'd finally be able to attack directly. It's like for one monster, you're going through 4 attacks. So like the chances of them being able to OTK you was like so small. Good old Masquerade Turbo. I wonder, like, I'm actually kind of surprised like Tier Elements didn't really go with some like double Masquerade Turbo stuff in their deck. Maybe we'll see that now that Tier is practically dead. But we're getting close, or not close to time. We're about halfway to the timer there. There's still another 15 minutes. We're going to see some, looks like lightning storms not being decided in. So I think they're going to go second there to see the evenly matched. Taking out the Nibiru's makes sense to me. You definitely keep Ash in. Ash is the branded FTK. I never thought I'd hate Ash Blossom that much, but I hate Ash. I mean, it's been the most played card, I think, for the past, when did Maximum Crisis come out? Like 2016? Like, we've had almost 10 years of Ash Blossom. I guess we've had 7 years of Ash. Which is kind of crazy when you think about it, like having a card being like that meta for so long. It definitely, you don't want to ban the card. You're never going to, Ash Blossom's never going to be on the ban list. It's a super fair card. It does promote good gameplay. It's not like too broke or anything else. Like, adding cards from the deck is always going to be relevant. So definitely think like Ash should stay in the format forever. It's no shifter, right? Like it's only one. Like we see Yu-Gi-Oh like evolving over time and time. Like I remember when like Dragon Link used to be like the huge deck it was. You need like multiple hand traps to stop it, which was like the big thing. But like there's like high impact and low impact hand traps. Nash is definitely like fair hand trap. It's no Nibiru or D-Shifter. So we're see that the branded player is going to go first here, and going into game 3, being able to normal summon with that Aluber, activating the effect here. Are they going to be searching for the branded fusion? We see them look through their deck, so I can't really seem like they're not really looking for that branded fusion unless they want to make their opponent feel like they already have it. We see them look at like the branded in red, branded expulsion, choosing the branded in red. So maybe already having branded lost or that branded fusion in hand as well. We do see that branded lost being thrown on the field there, and then we see the branded fusion as well, dumping the Albas, and I would assume the Lubellion here. Unless they have Lubellion in hand. Going for that Mercurier there. That's a very weird line. And then we're going to be seeing them summon with that Rinbrum. Activating the Lost effect, searching for a second Mercurier. Not going for that Cartesia is kind of wild to me here. I definitely think that has to play. We're going to see them activate the Lubellion, and then we're going to see them search for the Sorinier. Sorinier effect is going to banish the Mercurier. We're going to summon out, and then Mercurier effect is going to be searching for the whatever her name is. Blazing Cartesia. Now that makes sense because you're able to you can't search Mercury off Mercury there, so they want to go for the most option that they have. We're going to see the effect of Blazing Cartesia summoning herself out, and then we can activate the effect of Soronir. It's going to be dumping the Retribution there when it tags off for that Lubellion. We're going to see a branded in red being activated here, adding back the Albaz, fusing away into the Lubellion here. They're going to activate the effect, and they're going to pitch the Gimmick Puppet. Okay, so we're going to be going for that Gimmick Puppet lock here. You definitely chain Cartesia to this, dumping the Lubellion, right? I'm not crazy here. Dumping the Lubellion to the grave, so you can just reuse it to fusion. We are going to chain the Cartesia there. I was going to say there's no way you don't. Like, you use Lubellion and, yeah, to make the Granganol. And then we're going to be seeing the Lubellion add back the Albaz in itself to make that Mirror Jade. So we have the ultimate end board here on the field. If we have Lubellion effect to set the branded beast, or activate the branded beast, it'd be pretty crazy as well. But we pretty much have the ultimate branded end board here, as well as being able to activate the Mirror Jade, get it negated by the Rinbrum to send the Albion as well, to be able to set that expulsion would be pretty nice. And don't forget, we also have Mercury in the hand as well. We're going to see the expulsion here, resetting the branded in red, and then we're going to activate the effect of Mirror Jade, sending, and then negating it with the Rinbrum there. During the end phase here, we're going to see Cartesia effect to normal summon, or not to normal summon, to add it back to hand. And then Albion's going to be able to reset the expulsion there. So you see like someone appreciating the Mirror Jades, or the Starlight, or I should say a Starlight Mirror Jade, as well as the Granganol. Here we're going to simply pass our turn on this. We do have the Expulsion lock live. We're going to activate the Expulsion, tributing the Granganol here. Now we're getting hit with the bell is the question. We dumped the Dark Magician, it looks like, as well from that Granganol. Then I take a second to read the Expulsion, because that card is absolutely busted. And they can just call by the grave the Gimmick Puppet. Oh, holy, that's all they have to do, and then just no lock needed. This is what I mean, like, an Albaz does not summon itself out. It has to summon both of them out. But I guess a Luber does not summon itself out. We're going to take a second to read it. You do not. It says summon them. And so why sometimes it's good to get that banished so that they can't actually end up called by the graving or anything like that. We're stopping it. But we do still have the Rinbrum as well as the Mirror Jade and the Granganol in the graveyard as well, which will summon out the Quertus whenever we need it to. And branded in red. Let's not forget about that too. Do we have a Despia in the graveyard though? I don't remember. I know we have Aluber's banished, but I would assume we have an Aluber in grave. We're gonna see the evenly matched here, deciding what we're gonna flip face down or banish, I guess. Banishing the Branded in red, Branded lost, and the Rinbrum, evenly matched is very good against Branded. But they're going to go for mind control. Oh, holy. We're going to activate the Mirror Jade, sending an Albion here. It's going to just banish itself. And then able to normal summon out the Xiamen with no interruptions now. I guess the only interruption is going to be the Garanganol, but that's still not going to be able to do very much because summoning with that Quiritus is not going to do anything with no battle phase. And we do have Albion engraved for the end phase, but other than that, I don't see us being able to do anything, especially if they get to the whatever his name is, Regulus. We have Cartesia in her hand, and I believe an Luber. Or no, we have Mercury in her hand. So we're gonna activate the effect, pay 600. You know, we are down to 3 minutes into the climber now. Searching for that Ogre. Very unfortunate they did burn through like 3 cards to get over that board. We're gonna activate the Foxy Tune, pitching itself and the Ogre, and we're gonna be able to summon out the Quiritus, or summon out the Deer Note here. We're gonna activate the Duranganol. It's banished to summon out the Quiritus there. And they have paid a few life points so far. Able to Synchro Summon into the Diabolus, activating the effect of Deer Note, summon back out the Ogre. And it's going to see them dump the Lily Borea here. 2 minutes left. So they're going to activate the Regulus effect, equipping the Lily Borea here. And will they be able to go into an XYZ? They can't deal damage, but like there's not much they can do. There's not much we can do as well. Lily Borea effect's going to be able to search for the field spell here. Activating the field spell, being able to search for either the Reaper or the Duke here that we see them searching for. So they're playing both of them. Pretty hefty Therion package. We're going to see Duke equipping the Lily Borea. Then able to XYZ summon into the 38. Very good against Branded. Being able to negate spells is huge. Then during end phase, Albion effects can activate, searching for that Branded fusion there. And passing on this. So we're going to see standby phase, main phase. The only thing really we have is the Quiritus. We're going to see the negate with 38. They're going to normal summon out the Blazing Cartesia there. And all we have to do is burn through that negate there. And we do activate the Masquerade effect. It's going to get negated off the Quiritus, or off the Regulus there. And then we're going to set one and pass on that. They're going to turn both into attack position here. And then we're going to be able to activate the effect of the Quiritus to make everything become 0. And time is going to get called very soon. I don't think he has anything he can do to stop this. And showing that Blazing Cartesia is also at 0. Just letting you know, but time gets called. And unfortunately, we're going to see the Brandon player is going to get to win here. They're going to see if they can do anything off of the effects. But they can't burn and they can't go battle phase. So we're going to see them normal summon with the Xiamen, and they realize that, they can't get it. So we see a handshake, and unfortunately, the Brandon player ends up taking the win through time. That's an unfortunate thing with the P.U.N.K cards. You are paying life points. They're very cool that way. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one. Stay safe. Peace.